Hi folks, this is Tony at TravelScoot. Today I've got the privilege of introducing you folks to the TravelScoot Escape. We've taken the TravelScoot Deluxe and finally made enough design changes to warrant an actual name change. It is the same material, the same electronics, the same capacity, the same performance, but we've changed most notably some of the geometry, the folding mechanism, and a few other features based on customer feedback over 17 years of having a successful product. Half the time you're thinking, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you come up with this many good ideas, you've got to incorporate them sooner or later. Anyway, like we said, even though it looks like we don't even have to try anymore in this industry, nobody is approaching our lightweight design. Every once in a while, a new product will show up and then disappear shortly thereafter, usually for known reasons. We've managed to reduce the weight of the TravelScoot a further pound. This entire scooter, with its 274 watt-hour lithium-ion battery, is now just about 34 pounds. I think it's like an ounce more. Anyway, long story short, the primary difference and the simplified feature is our single-point folding mechanism now. I'm just going to remove the seat very briefly to demonstrate that. And because of the reduced width of the TravelScoot, Escape, which I'll get to in just a second, you've got a lower storage height and a not much wider footprint of the TravelScoot folded as you did with between the Escape and the Deluxe. Anyway, I'm going to unfold this again briefly just to highlight a few other features. I'm going to begin with the folding mechanism again. As simple as that. We've retained the wide front wheel and the rear wheels as we have previously, the same electronics, the same braking system, the same controls. The handlebars are now rigid. It's no longer necessary to remove these to place in the storage bag. But let me just show you something that we sort of discovered in the throes of all these new features that is actually kind of serendipity. With the battery in place, we're going to fold it up. We're going to take our backrest, flip it around. We're going to reinstall the seat on the folded scooter. And you now have a compact package that is easy to lift and carry, and you no longer have separated parts. If you need to further reduce the weight, obviously you can remove the battery as well as the front wheel. And this is about as compact a mobility scooter package as you're going to find anywhere, including suitcase models. Go ahead and reinstall the front wheel, just as has always been the case. Pop the seat off. Again, the single point folding mechanism. You don't need two sets of hands to do that. Even though the original tri-fold option was a really, really superb design, some people apparently did have difficulty with it, usually the result of not having been maintained for a while or just not having been operated for a while. Let me get back to the footrests here. They are essentially the same as previous. They are 3/4-inch foot pegs. However, there will be an option to extend them forward for taller people. We're going to have different seating options as well for people of different height and weights, as well as for children and small-statured people. The frame is going to remain the same throughout the entire spectrum of sizes. The seating arrangements are what it's going to be customizable on the TravelScoot. Other than that, we hope to introduce this no later than the end of November. And what's called the cruiser, which is taking the place of the shopper, and it's also being built as the cruising shopper overseas, will also be available. It will share the same frame. Again, just as the previous TravelScoot shopper, with smaller wheels and a smaller motor, shedding an additional 6 to 7 pounds. There will be more features on this as this product becomes more widespread, more questions come up about it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and happy scooting.